we are joined here now by the wonderful Australian duo Confidence Man.
Howdy do.
What's up?
How's it going? This is your third Primavera Sound, if I am not mistaken. How have you found it?
It's been great so far. I mean, there's still a few hours to go, so we'll see what happens. But so far, so good.
You've been here all weekend?
Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to save it for tonight because, you know, I have we play at 1:50 and then I have like a 3-hour period to absolutely cane it.
So you've been trying to I had that once at Glastonbury where I was playing on the last day and it was like, it was torture.
Oh, you don't want that.
No,
it's cruel.
No,
it's cruel.
But it's the same for you guys. It is cruel because there's been. I mean, you guys know Wolf Alice as well, and like a bunch of other artists. So, have you had to be like the Sherpas?
Well, the boys aren't, but I am because I have. I'll lose my voice pretty easy.
She's the Sherpa, and we're the mountain climbers that fall off the hill.
So wait. So do you know what you're going to do after your set?
I actually have no idea. I just know that I'm going to have an Aperol Spritz and some other things like waiting for me.
Yeah. Everything just ready in a row.
Yeah.
And just do one after the other.
Yeah.
Just do all of the things one after the other. What else is on the list?
Well, we're thinking about maybe seeing a bit of Turnstile.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know, wherever like the dancing music is, I guess.
Absolutely. You'll catch me at Turnstile as well. It's going to be incredible.
So this is your third time at Primavera Sound.
Yes.
Yeah.
You played here, I'm just checking the dates to make sure I get them right, 2018.
God, that's a long time ago. I remember that.
That's pre-Pan.
It was the Ray-Ban stage, and that went off.
Yeah.
Really?
But that was even later than this one. That was 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was very interesting. But I think the rest of the stages had closed down, so there was just thousands of people pouring into the Ray-Ban stage. And then we were like, what is happening? Like, what is happening? Why is there so many people here? This is wrong.
We had like 5 songs out or something at the time,
but it went off.
But I also feel like your kind of music is perfect for 3 a.m. at a stage. Like, it's the perfect kind of song where you're like, leave. If no one has heard you before, they will stop because, your live performance is amazing.
Yeah, it's getting sillier and sillier as we get older as well, I have to say.
Yeah, wait till you see tonight. It's going to be very, very
so
silly.
dumb. It's great.
Yeah. Dumbly perfect.
In terms of festivals, is there anything that you think makes Primavera different for you?
Well, there's the guy walking around with the beers, which I respect because I hate lining up the stuff.
What, you mean the beer bags?
The beer bag. But the only thing is, I just wish that they had Aperol Spritz versions of those. I feel like the beer caters to the guys, and it's like, what are the girls going to do?
Just like a sack of Aperol Spritz.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be good actually, like Aperol guys.
Yeah.
I had an encounter with one of the big guys, he's like, I've got to take a shit! And he's just running. We just moved out of the way, and then the security guy's like, that's how they get him out of the way.
I feel like we should have had an Aperol Spritz ready for you in the studio. I feel like we have to apologize.
No, not pre-show.
Well, he has to flip me upside down like 50 times, maybe after that.
Yeah, I can't have too many Aperol Spritz.
Well, do you know how we were saying how Chapel Roan has made fans bring something pink? Why don't you just ask fans to just deliver Aperols to the stage?
It's a good idea. That and ciggies would be pretty good.
Yeah, just throw your ciggies on stage right now.
That's actually a good idea.
Everybody.
Mid-flip.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, so this is your third time at Primavera Sound. The second time you played was 2023.
Yeah.
And then you're playing the CUPRA Pulse stage. You played the CUPRA Pulse stage.
We just did that. It was, wait.
DJ set.
Is that the DJ set? Yeah.
Wait, you've done the DJ set this time, then you're playing.
Yeah, DJ. We just did the DJ set at 10. It went off.
Yeah.
And then the actual show.
Okay, I'm so confused.
I'm also confused.
So this is your fourth time technically.
Wait, no. This is third time. No. Last time we did the opening party with Pet Shop Boys, and I think it was on Amazon stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then this year we just came off a DJ set.
Okay, so you kind of are post show.
Yes, I tried not to get too sweaty. I was more doing like a this dance.
Yeah,
it didn't work.
I was going to ask you, how was that stage? Because it pulsed you can feel the vibration, right? How was that DJing
It was quite intense. Yeah, it was really fun.
It was really fun. Yeah.
We played a couple of fresh demos.
Yeah. And we were surprised too because we were it was obviously clashing with Chapel Roan, but it was packed somehow. Yeah.
And I wanted you to take us through your recent projects a little bit because they seem to be the most anthemic, clubbiest records that you've put out to date. How do you feel like your sound has evolved over recent years?
I think we've taken ourselves a bit more seriously in a way. We're you know, we're still silly, but like I don't know, we're just sort of we're trying to go for the more like bigger sound, and like we're not afraid to like hit the heartstrings a bit more.
I mean, we're also pretty dumb still.
Oh, we're still dumb as hell, but apart from that, like we'll get emotional sometimes.
A little bit of sincerity, a little bit of silliness. I feel like they match nicely, and the audience will be feeling that too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because of how, I mean, your performance is quite physically demanding, right? So how, when you're in the studio now, do you imagine what those songs are going to look like on stage?
Well, yeah, like we wrote a song with like Orbital the other day, and I just remember us being like, oh, like we already know what we're going to do for this live. Like, and sometimes that kind of happens when you write tracks. Like I remember when we wrote Cool Party back in the day, we were like, this is going to be a YMCA situation, you know? We actually did it before Chapel Roan, I have to say.
Oh, yeah.
2018.
Yeah, we're not here to hate, but just say it, just say it.
Yeah, ignore the hat.
Yeah, ignore. Do you want me to hide? Do you want me to hide the hat?
No, it can stay. Okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay. Have you ever tried to do it the other way round? So have you ever tried to do the dance first, or like a choreography first, and then figure out the lyrics as you go along?
Well, kind of, because like we did like a year of swing classes to learn all the flips that we now have in the set. And we just learned how to do like 5 different flips. We're like, we'll put them in the set somewhere, we don't know where. And then we made the dumb decision to put them all pretty much in I Can't Lose You. So there's one song that's just like flip, flip, flip. And like, I hate doing that song because I feel like I'm going to die the whole time.
No, but I do like that concept. Like maybe if we think of the dumbest dance ever and then build the song off that.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
That's a good idea.
I can see the fear in your eyes.
I'm already scared. I have actually stacked that one of the flips in I Can't Lose You in front of Nile Rodgers.
Nile Rodgers, yeah.
Because I wonder what it would do for the song, like to start with the move and see what happens.
Yeah.
It's a whole new way of writing. I mean,
maybe. There you go. You're welcome.
Oh, thank you.
You can thank me in your acceptance
10%.
speeches.
You got 10%.
And we spoke a little bit before about how you've both recently moved to London. What went into that choice regarding London? Why did you think you guys have ended up there?
I think we've been ripping off like UK rave music the whole time, so like it makes sense that English people like it.
Yes.
They don't know why, but it's because we've been ripping off their old favourite bands.
Yeah, and we just kind of went to the source of the music that we were kind of referencing. But also like we were signed to a label over there who kind of gave us like a lot of like dance
Heavenly,
music roots.
shout out.
Yeah, and they're amazing. Like they kind of educated us. Like, I remember they got us like an Andrew Weatherall remix like really early on.
Amazing.
And so I think that just kind of made sense to like be where it was all happening.
Has it influenced or changed your creative process at all?
I think just like the excitement of being in a big city like that, like it just kind of like adds fuel to the fire, and like there's just so many great musicians around, there's lots of young people, it's a very free place to be, and all those things, it's like exciting.
I also feel like it's easier to create when the sun's not out. It's true.
I take personal offense.
No, but seriously, I feel like, so for example, I feel like in countries like, I think there's a few other artists that have spoken about this, how like they've gone to LA, the British artists have gone to LA and just been distracted by like the sun. And like, it's sunny. I feel like the UK is a perfect environment because it's an expensive city. So as an artist, and so you're like, okay, I might as well just stay inside then and make
it's locked up in a dark room, there's nothing else to do. Might as well make a banger.
Exactly.
You should go to, there's a place called Big Jelly Studios in Ramsgate. It's off the East Coast. It rains all the time there. Not an inkling of sun. You should try do some writing there.
That's perfect.
That sounds like a very depressing album. But we'll see.
We'll do that for the sad one.
And now we're going to get a little bit personal because you have recently moved to London, and there is a lot of football clubs in London. And I wanted to bring up, have you picked a football team to support to get yourself into your Englishness?
Liverpool.
That's not in London.
Oh wait, a team.
I want a team from London.
No.
Who's from London? We don't know much about this stuff.
Well, I'm going to give you a team. I reckon Crystal Palace. They just had an FA Cup victory. I reckon they're the one to have.
I don't know anything about sport, and I have no intention of learning anything.
Well, I'm going to say that you guys support Crystal Palace. I'm just going to throw it out there.
Yeah, Crystal Palace.
That's the one.
Okay, speaking of, I don't know how to tie this in actually.
Yeah,
I was going to ask you, like, how do you tie football in with helicopter? But no, seriously, you guys filmed a music video in a helicopter.
Yes.
Whose idea was that?
That was my unfortunate idea.
Yeah.
unfortunate
Yes.
idea. Talk us through it.
Well, you know, when you do something like that is like that terrifying, like you have like a 2-week come down of like adrenal fatigue pretty much. So we were both sick for like 2 weeks, you know, because we were legitimately like in the helicopter, completely naked in front of like all these like randos.
Just with one seatbelt. I thought there'd be like a harness or something.
No, it wasn't even a seatbelt.
Well, yeah, but some like sash thing.
Yeah. And then they're like, lean out. And I was like, okay. And I remember leaning out and like I couldn't move my mouth because it was like moving so much.
But you're just trying to get the take so you don't realize that like your adrenaline, you're just pumping all your adrenaline, and then you have like a come down for like a week afterwards.
Yeah, like
but
it's sick.
We do this every time, and like we're like next film clip, we're going to Thailand, we're getting massages.
Yeah.
It's going to be a beach-based film clip.
So do you
People are gonna love it.
Yeah, no more fast
Maybe
cars,
it's like
no more helicopters.
maybe it's like a stroking.
Yeah.
It's just like
massage based.
just. Oh, we did.
You had a massage this morning. You've been talking about
I did
it.
have a massage. I feel like massage has just been coming up. We interviewed another artist. We've interviewed quite a few people this weekend, but they were talking about how they've recorded a whole record in a massage parlor. Like they just left their voice notes
Cassandra
on.
Jenkins.
Cassandra Jenkins.
It was,
yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
We're just recording the sounds of a massage. Or?
Yeah.
So to then use them in maybe music, but yeah, I feel like maybe that's the theme for your next. Maybe you should just lie on stage with Aperol pouring and just get stroked
Aperol
for the
bar.
entire set.
That sounds great. That sounds perfect. But knowing us, we'll do something like just really stupid and crazy.
Yeah,
so
I mean, I do actually have another idea that I haven't been able to pull off yet, which is like being in shark cages with sharks trying to eat us, and then us like performing to camera. But no one will do it.
You shouldn't have shared that now, because someone's going to go out and do it.
If someone does that,
If Chappelle Roan does that, we're going to be very mad.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but I think no one's going to want to do that. It sounds terrifying.
Well, I very much am looking forward to watching this new project, whether it be stroking and Aperols or sharks, or maybe a bit of both.
Yeah, true.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us on set.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you
Thank you
Cheers.
so much.
Thank you.